Hello, this is Samsai again, and welcome to Neon Struct Die Augen der Welt. In recent years, the sort of government's espionage and surveillance of citizens on the internet and outside of the internet has been a fairly hot topic. So, since I am now done with System Shock 2, I decided to play a game that I have played before. This is Neon Struct, obviously, by Minor Key Games, the people that made one other game that I have played in the past, which was Eldritch. And this is very much a game about government surveillance, sort of NSA type of stuff. And since it has been a while since this game actually came out, and I do have this tendency of waiting for a while before playing new games, I decided that it would be a good time to actually do a Let's Play of this. I have played this once before, like I mentioned, so I do know what happens, and it's not really a blind Let's Play, but I imagine I will enjoy it quite a bit regardless, and hopefully you will as well. So let's start up a new game. I think I am going to play on hard. I think I've done this previously on normal, and I have some experience with this game, so I think we're going to go hard. Since October 2nd, 2015, 8:30. Okay, we're getting a call from Vinod Chibber. Hello? And this is, by the way, the person we're playing as, Gillian Cleary. Hello, Agent Clary. I see you have just landed in Austin. Shall I brief you on the mission? Please do. The agency has dispatched you to Wayfarer Country Club in Austin, Texas to gather intelligence. The clubhouse will be host to a political summit next week, and a handful of the guests have already checked in. Your mission is twofold. Collect intel from a dead drop and plant a bug in the presidential suite. Okay. We have a dead drop here. One of the guests is an informant who has signed his intent to transfer secret documents via a dead drop. Was unable to provide the dead drop location in advance, but offered to leave a coded message in the clubhouse's guest book to indicate the chosen location. Your objective is to read the clubhouse guest book, find the dead drop, and transmit that intelligence to us. How about the bug? The guests in the presidential suite have already checked in ahead of next week's events. They will have conducted a thorough sweep of the room upon arrival, which is why we could not plant a bug in advance. Our objective is to infiltrate the presidential suite and plant a bug in the bedroom. Okay, and how about the security? Security at the clubhouse will be minimal until the event begins next week, but some guests may have private bodyguards. Remember, you're a spy, not a SWAT team. Proceed with caution. Is that why the agency didn't issue me a weapon? Our mission must remain clandestine. In the unlikely events that you are discovered, the agency will deny any connection to your actions. Of course, as I would deny any connection to the agency. So I trust you understand why it would be safer to be discovered trespassing in the suite of a foreign ambassador without a gun than with one. What the equipment that I have then? Looks like your traveling lights for this mission. All you have been issued today is your Hudson. Hudson, short for Heads-Up Display and Surveillance Operations Network, is the top-of-the-line wearable tech. It monitors your vital signs and illumination level, it identifies threats, and it is even hands-free mobile phone. Hands-free mobile phone. They're talking to me through it right now. Very good, very good. We're also following you via the agency tracking device implanted in your forearm. With it, we can pinpoint your current location within 2 meters. Thanks for the sales pitch, Vinod. Anything else? You'd normally be carrying a break-in tool, but you dropped yours from 2 stories up onto concrete during your last mission. God damn it. Don't remind me. The purchase order for a new bit should be approved by the time you return. For now, you'll have to bypass electronic locks the old-fashioned way by swiping key cards from pockets. Thanks, I'm ready to go. First thing you'll need to do is get past the front gate. There should be a security guard nearby carrying a key card. After you have completed your objectives, return to the insertion point for extraction. Good luck, Clary. Actually not. So, this is basically a sneaky game. And one thing that is bothering me is this, I think this is like the chromatic aberration. Actually, it's the film grain. Let's take care of that. I want the game to be a little bit clearer, and the film grain is probably only going to cause some problems. It's actually, I think the chromatic aberration is also a little bit annoying. There we go. So we can pickpocket people, and obviously we want to stay in the shadows and we want to avoid being spotted. And we also want to make as little sound as possible. This game is not unlike the dark mod, which I have played before, whereas where you have to, like, if I stand here, I'm currently in full cover, but if I get closer to the light, the indicator at the bottom of the screen starts going up. I think I wonder where my objectives actually are. I have like forgotten some of my... Oh. Okay, that guy, I think I may have... Oh, right, here are my objectives. So read the guest book, collect the intel from the dead drop, plant a bug in the bedroom of the presidential suite, and return to the insertion point. And also avoid getting seen, because there is absolutely nothing we can knock out guards. Basically, this is very close to like Thief in that you even have like similar like ranking system where if you like cause a ruckus, you will have some points deducted, and I think knocking out guards also counts towards that. Oh. Garbage. Ah, frick. Frick. Okay, this didn't go particularly well. Okay, let's just run away. Ah, crap. This is there's a geocache here. Okay. Let's hope that was everything. Okay, we seem to have managed to get away. So at the moment we don't have like any equipment. I do have these geocache tokens, which are basically coins that I can throw around. Let's see, yeah, okay. The bodyguard has, or the guard, security guard, whoever, seems to have lost interest. Not necessarily the greatest sneak ever, but I think I should be able to get through. Security notice: for the safety of our guests, club security is permitted to enter any suite in case of emergency. Security Chief Wilson carries the master key card to the clubhouse and is required to be present during any search of an occupied suite. So there's a master key card. Very good. Let's see if we have anything that we can steal from. Okay, that person has nothing. And while we're like running on grass, there is basically no sound that we're making. Okay, and we can also slide, and that will also cause no sound. So because I have played this before, I pretty much know how to beat the level, at least this one. Some of the levels later on, I might have forgotten some of the parts. Okay, this seems to be a good location. I can open these, but this guard here, I think this is the security chief, in fact, and they have a master key card, which gets us access anywhere we want. There's also like lots and lots of hidden equipment hidden throughout the level, and we could potentially go looking for that equipment. But I'm not going to promise any kind of a 100% everything looted cool beans let's play. I'm only going to go out of my way to find loot and equipment when it suits me. Okay, nah, frick. Seems to have caused a bit of noise there, but I think I should be fine. There's also a key guard here to the suite 1. The guest book is actually right here. Let's turn off the lamp and let's take a look. Wayfarer Country Club guest book. Thank you for a wonderful time. We will definitely return on our next vacation, SP. I had a good day at the golf course, but found the suites beneath my standards. I was woken several times by strange noises. I think it must have been rats. Grumpy guest. Had a fantastic stay here. Thanks, Ellie. Had a pleasant time as always. The nightstand in suite 1 is stocked with good reading material. BC. That might be worth checking out. Could be our dead drop. Yeah. So we have completed one of the quests, one of the objectives, which was to read the guest book. So we should check out suite 1. I'm also keeping an eye out for that guy right there. There's security kind of all over the place. I think that guy is going to patrol this area right here, like all the way there. And like this is where the suites are, apart from the presidential, which is like that way. I could also check out that room right there. Okay, once this guy starts going back, I think I'm going to make my move. So I need to check what the buttons are for quick saving and quick loading. F6 and F9. Okay. So F6 for quick save and yep. Because I might need that. Because sometimes I do a little bit. Sometimes I'm a little bit stupid. I make silly decisions. Actually, since we're here and the guard is on the other side, how about we go and check out what is in here? Okay, there's someone here. We might be able to lure them out, but I'm not like 100% sure if we should. I'm going to check out what that room is. Oh, that's apparently I can read it from all the way here. So that's the lounge. I'm going to just take a quick peek, see if there is anything in here. That might be something, but I don't think this is anything I really want to mess with. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for another chance. So once that guard makes another round, I'm going to check out that room, and then we're going to take this. We're going to check the suites. Okay, that guard is focused on moving that way. So that's the bar. Obviously, we're going to check the bar. Yeah, sometimes these. Yep, there's a geocache token. So basically, like I mentioned, these are basically a distraction device, and they are also a challenge. So if you like 100% complete a level, then I think that counts towards like an achievement. Okay, this is actually a bad idea here. The guard is moving this way. Okay, I'm going to stand in this corner. This corner seems to be dark enough. So I'm going to let the guard pass in there. They might be a little bit confused by the fact that the door is closed, but I don't think they really care that much. Okay. So, hopefully they don't turn. Okay. They've gone in there. I'm going to just quickly check this place, turn off the lamp. Can actually stand right here. Yeah, 2 suites, 1 and 2. I'm going to let the guard do one more pass before I go in there, because I don't want to, you know, run away from guards all the time. I already kind of messed up when I entered the level. So, kinda don't want to do that again. And sorry for like pausing every now and then. I am actually like I'm drinking cola right here. It's a pretty hot day today. It's like 22 degrees outside. Okay, that was very, very loud. Let's not make that. Let's not do that again. That is a very, very bad idea, I think. Okay, so they're coming back now. Apparently, this is dark enough that the guard doesn't care. Okay, we're just going to sneak in here. You don't see a thing. Closing the doors. Sweet 2. Let's turn off all the lights. And I got some cash out of that, so basically I'm stealing money. And this is exactly what government agencies do. Most definitely. But I don't think they are going to miss that money whatsoever. Now let's just run across. This is to the Suite 1. Let's turn off the lights just in case someone looks through the window. And they said the nightstand has something. Ah, there we go. There's a USB drive hidden in the hollowed out Bible. Okay. That's a very, very typical kind of hiding location. A book that has been hollowed out. I do wonder though. Well, obviously, like the dead drop was put here so that nobody else would find it. But imagine, you know, actually running across, like you read the, you don't see a thing. Like imagine you reading the guest book and then you got assigned to that suite and then you are like, oh, apparently there's some reading material. Apparently someone has a good book in there or something. And then you're like, okay, I'm gonna check that out. I like reading books. And then you just find a hollowed out Bible. And a USB drive inside. How would you react, like, in that kind of a situation? How would one react? Would you, like, would you just leave it be? There might be something in here. I'm going to quickly check out the area around here. But I'm going to try and avoid getting spotted. And if there's, there might be like a one of those geocache things there, but if it's just that, then I'm not really interested. Okay, let's make it to the presidential suite. And like, one thing about this game is that there are multiple ways you can approach different levels. That's to the presidential suite. Like, I could have gone the, like, behind there. There's a balcony there, and that balcony leads to the same location, to the presidential suite. And you can also, I think, go around the whole place, like there is that path right there. And you can enter through the back door. But I kind of want to avoid the central area, because there's a lot of action happening there. Okay, let's quickly make it through here. Lots of people in here. And if you have anything, I'm going to take it. It's just a presidential suite key card. Okay, we need to plant the bug in the bedroom, and this is where the bedroom is. And this is going to be a bit of a problem. Because we have like no equipment, so we need to just use distraction. Okay, apparently we got spotted there a little bit, but not quite enough for these people to really understand what is going on. How about you go there? Okay, these people are being really annoying at this point. And I've already wasted a couple of these geocache tokens on just nothing. Obviously, suspicion is a very, very, very infectious thing indeed. Okay, everyone go there. Ah, frick. And this is not going particularly well. I might just have to run for it at this point. It seems as they spotted me very quickly, but it seems that they lost sight of me. Okay, I'm going to plant the bug in the plant, the neon plant. If you hadn't guessed, the whole neon thing is a pretty big thing here. Okay, this is like good enough. This is not going to give me a whole lot of points for, you know, being discreet. But, you know, you take what you can. Yeah, go there. Okay. So now we just need to get out. And I think I'm going to go out the front door. The exit there was a little bit better executed, but the entrance not really all that great. Okay, the guard is in there, so we're going to wait a little bit longer. Once the guard comes back, we can exit safely through the front door and then just circle around, I think. At this point I could also just run, because these people, they only have like shock batons. Or whatever these things are. They are like taser-y kinds of things, shocking devices. Ah, frick. Okay, that... You were not supposed to see me there. Like, the easy way to play this would be to just take out all the guards. But I want to avoid that as much as possible. Like, if I encounter a situation where I just cannot do anything but, you know, take out a guard, I'm going to take out the guard. But I'm going to try and avoid it, because we're not really a person that, you know, goes out knocking out guards. We're sort of supposed to be... We're supposed to be a fairly discreet spy. Okay, I'm in a good location, so I think I'm going to take a look. Okay, this is good, this is good. Let's see if we can pull off the exit a little bit better this time. But yeah, if you want to like be completely perfectionist about this game, you can absolutely do that. I think there is an achievement for being like a complete, like playing through the game as a completionist and without ever being spotted by anyone. But I just don't think I don't think that's going to happen unless I play like on tourist, which means that the guards don't really see you a whole lot, and they are kind of dumb in general. Okay, there we go. So let's just get out of here to the extraction point, and everything will be good. So yeah, it gives you a grade at the end. So in order to like get the best grade, which is S, you need to be undetected, you need to find all the geocaches, and obviously no bodies, no takedowns, no alarms. Now that's not really going to happen. I think I've gotten the S on a couple of the maps, and that was on, I think, normal or easy. Okay. Welcome to the agency. This is basically our headquarters. We're going to go in a moment, but well, this place also has geocaches, so we can, quickly look at them. So there's a stranger. Cafeteria is always closed. Okay. And by the way, one thing I also would like to point out is this game actually has fairly nice music. It's by the Home Conversion, in case you want to know. And I actually like the soundtrack quite a bit. I own the soundtrack to this game. I tend to buy soundtracks for games I really like. And I think the soundtrack for this game is pretty much up there. It's not like a soundtrack that plays all the time. Like, not all of the... Like, there isn't a soundtrack playing at all points of the game, but it does play every now and then. Welcome back to Washington, Agent Cleary. Is there anything I can do for you this evening? Yeah, let's talk to Vinod. Or Vinod. Mr. Chibber's office is on the second floor. Go upstairs, take a left, and his office is on your right. Upstairs, left, right. Good. How about gear? The firing range, armory, and R&D are in the basement. Take the stairs on the far side of the lobby. Okay, that's all I want. But yeah, if I see those geocaches, I am going to pick them up, and I will try to look pretty much everywhere. Cafeteria. It's completely locked, we cannot get in here. Yeah, let's go to the basement, let's get ourselves some gear. This is where the R&D happens. So can I get some stuff? Hey Jill, you here for your bit? Yeah. Excuse me? Your break-in tool, we fulfilled your item requisition today, it's on the shelf over there. So this basically explains how the bit works. This is kind of like the tutorial. I'm not going to talk about the bit too much. I mean, I could, but I prefer to just show it. Also, Hudson Scramblers, basically stun grenades. But the way the bit works is it's basically a hacking tool. So I can hack this thing, and this is how it works. So basically, I have to play Breakout to break in. And that means I can hack cameras and alarm boxes. Cameras work they're fairly self-explanatory. If they see you, they will cause an alarm. And I think the alarm boxes, on the other hand, are basically... I think they do more or less the same thing. So if I disable the alarm box, I think it disables the cameras. And also because every lock is electronic in this game. This is like a sort of an alternate reality type of thing where everything is super electronic. Obviously we have smart locks and stuff like that, even in our world. It's not super futuristic, but it is futuristic to a point where everything is neon. Well, I suppose that is kind of like 80s. But everything is super neon and unhackable. Cannot get through that. Health stims, yeah, good stuff. Basically, there you can see if I get too close, it starts the alarm. And I can throw these scramblers to stun people, and that's what happens. I don't think that the stun grenades work against the cameras or anything like that. That's basically, they're just for stunning guards. Yep, the alarm box, when you clear that, I can also take these down. The alarm, once you disable the alarm box, it disables the camera as well. And we're going to be able to find these, like, these scramblers and health stims and things like that on the levels. Can I actually get in here now? No, that's unhackable. It seems that the cafeteria is closed. The stranger was right. Okay, let's go meet Vinod. So upstairs... upstairs left, right, I think, was the instructions that we received.